Alright, so first I'd like to begin by addressing the claim that there is no way to monitor the income that components have brought up multiple times. Now, they're making the claim that prostitutes can lie about the amount of money that they're making and only have to pay taxes for a lower amount than what they really ought to be. However, this is an erroneous claim because of the fact that any business that offers a service can do this. I mean, practically, I'm having trouble thinking off the top of my head, but for the first one that comes to mind, massage parlors can say, we charge this rate to give massages, but we're actually charging more to save ourselves money. Any business can go about lying about the money they make, and that's why institutions like the IRS exist, and that's why audits exist, to make sure that the amount of money being paid in taxes is an accurate amount of money. Also, the claim was made, the pimps can still get into these businesses and start running these brothels so that these prostitutes never actually got away from the pimps and that now they have become a part of this legal process. However, we can still maintain screenings and prevent these brothels from becoming these dirty businesses that they were originally claimed to be. Not unlike what we do with any McDonald's or restaurant or whatever, we can go in, we can make sure. I know that they said that it can be hard to judge the mental health of a prostitute, but there can still be screenings to make sure that these women are not being beat, that are not being harassed in any means. If even one prostitute comes forth and says, yes, I have been harmed by this pimp or man running this business, then we can know to look further into this institution to make sure that it is safe for these women working here. Also, the claim is made that around 35 to 55% of women in these brothels are not using condoms. However, in a study performed in Nevada of 3,290 legal sex workers, not one received penetrative sex without condoms. And this was conducted by Alexa Albert in the study facilitating condom use with clients during commercial sex. As Veronica stated, in 1998, when it became illegal to run these brothels without mandating condoms, we found a massive increase in the use of condoms, as would be expected. There's a claim that just making something legal or illegal doesn't mean that everyone's going to conform, and maybe that number is not 100% accurate. However, it's safe to assume that by making these brothels legal and by mandating that they all use condoms during sex, it can be assumed that the amount of STDs being spread by prostitutes is going to drop dramatically. Also, current brothels in Nevada are much more likely and are more supportive of testing, as it allows for assurance of safe sex and also allows for rapid treatment should they contract an STI, as found in a study conducted by Barbara Brentz and State Station Sex in 2001. It only makes sense that these brothels are going to want to make sure that all of their prostitutes working there are healthy so that they're not driving business away once one man claims, I caught an STI from one of the women working here. It's only good business to do so. Also, Marcus has made the claim that homosexual relations, as far as prostitution go, can really accelerate the spread of HIV. However, 95% of people with HIV are hetero. So to simply assume that just because we have a male prostitute servicing a male client, it doesn't automatically mean that the likelihood of one of them contracting HIV is suddenly going to skyrocket. It's still primarily going to be the heterosexual couples that are spreading these STIs. And as Veronica stated, with the use of condoms, not one person since 1988 had contracted HIV. Also, it is a known fact that, there was the issue brought up that a lot of these prostitutes are in business to pay for their drugs. However, that was the point of using this tax money generated by these brothels to go towards rehab centers. That way the women that want to go into this business have an opportunity to kick their bad habits while at the same time entering the workforce. Thank you, and I hope that you can see that legalizing prostitution and state-sanctioned brothels is the best way to go. Last for myself.